So hi guys, and welcome back to the Sensational Lifestyle by Heidi. So for today we will be talking about my top 10 dessert gourmand perfume in my collections. So without further ado, let's just move on. So let's start with my least top of perfume to the top one, which I have it a tie for my own opinion and for my preference, for my body preference. This is the perfume that I find it gourmand in my collection. So let's just start with my top 10, which is the SiPashone. So ladies and gentlemen, for me, this SiPashone, my body chemistry, it open up with the pineapple and pear. It's a very creamy, juicy type of perfume. It's a kind of sweet type. It really has a touch of a little bit of floral that it suddenly settled the perfume itself, but throughout the longevity of the perfume itself, the sweetness of the pear and also the sweetness of pineapple is the one that predominant in this perfume. However, this perfume doesn't long last, and that's the only problem with this. When every time I'm wearing this, I have to top up or spray it to my body. But it is a very gorgeous type of perfume that I love it to my collections, which is my number 10. So for my number 9 perfume, which is the YSL Cinema. I haven't had a chance to review this, ladies and gentlemen, because I just purchased it. But this has an opening of clemente and a mandarin orange and almond that it's really smell creamy and zesty type of perfume with the honey combinations. This is, for me, it's a very lushy and sweet type of a tart dessert in my own opinion. However, it doesn't long last again to my body chemistry that I wish it long lasts, because this is a very beautiful type of perfume. Also at the same time, it's very expensive for 150 ml. I love it. I do love it. A lot of people love this. Probably the other people in their body chemistry, it long lasts. It has a longevity and also projections of a very nice. But in my body chemistry, it projects very poor. It doesn't long last. That I have to respray a couple of times before I smell the scent of the perfume itself. But once I smell it, it's really gorgeous type of this creamy, zesty, perfect for weather of this springtime, that it's very sophisticated, very attractive and alluring. That's the only things that I can tell with this type of perfume. As I said, it doesn't long last. That's the only complaint that I have with this perfume. But overall, thumbs up with this, and I love the smell of this type of perfume. That's, for me, it's really creamy, tarty type of scents. So for my number 8, I think most of the women loves this, because Olympia, for me, it's a type of like perfume that it's perfect for summer. It smells like a salted caramel ice cream that when you eat it, the more you eat it, the more it's become tasty. The more that the vanilla, when it's melt, the more you taste it, the more you smell it to your flavor of your senses. That's when it's dry, it become more creamy, become more sophisticated, become more salty, that you will love this type of weather, like from springtime that sometimes it's getting hotter until to the summer. This is perfect one. It just always reminds me with the holiday mode when I'm doing the scuba diving. That's all the things that I can say. This is, for me, it's a very perfect for the date night in summer holiday. But right now, at this moment of this COVID pandemic, we get it. So if you love it, that it has a holiday vibe, try this. You will never regret. You will never even complain about the sense of this. It has a longevity. This has projections of the very good type of projection longevity hours. It's perfect. Olympia by Paco Rabanne, and it's very cheap, ladies and gentlemen. It's very affordable for the price of itself. So for our next one, which is my number 7, which is, I think, my My Victor and Ralph, of course. Victor and Ralph Flower Bomb, which, as all we all know, this is a type of perfume of a explosion of sweet sugary vanilla flavor that it's felt you eating like a cotton candy. And then when you know that when someone is passing by to you and they're doing this, I remember when I was a kid, there's this guy was always selling this, we call that cotton candy back home. And once he's passed by, there's explosions of this smell caramelized, sugary type of cotton candy that it will attract you to smell it. And it's like, okay, come over with me and smells me. That's all. That's the impact of this flower bomb to me. I do love this. It's really heavy in a good way, but I don't complain because in the beginning, from the beginning until to the end of the longevity of this perfume, it's definitely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That it's perfect that I fall in love with this gourmand type of perfume. Salute. This is the perfume that I will be pre-purchasing because I wanted a heavy floral gourmand type of perfume. That's my personality. If it's the perfume is not that has a punch or doesn't have a powerhouse impact to me, I wouldn't repurchase it. But if it's the perfume, it's like Olympia or this other perfume that I have it, most of them has a powerhouse projections, powerhouse performance itself, that I'd love it to snip it, that even though the persons is far away from you, they already recognize who's that person's or what type of perfume they're wearing, and they're suddenly head their turn because of the sweetness, the gourmand taste, and attractions for the perfume. So for our sixth perfume, which is for me, it's a black opium that has, I think for me, this is an opening of my in my body chemistry. Black opium has an opening of a heavily strong type of sweet vanilla cake with a flavor of coffee, that if you are in the bakery, this has this punch of either latte, either cappuccino, but this one, it has a punch of a background of a very, very warm type of coffee in my senses, that perfect for the person who very in love in the coffee like me. I'm a lover of coffee, a vanilla combinations, that perfect for this type of weather. I think this is YSL perfume is perfect for a person who loves to go to a club, that they doesn't want it to spray for their body but has an impact to everyone, that even though you just sweat every time you does a sweat the whole night, it's still sticking to your body, especially the coffee bean, that it has it here, a smell like that. It's perfect. So for my number 5, excuse me, my 5th is, I think, this one. So for me, The Glorious Girl by Carolina Herrera. That's how Spanish said that, Carolina Herrera. It's like a same like a black opium. Same as a black opium. Like it has a similarity in the coffee, a vanilla. However, this Glorious has a 2 added type of notes that I find it that this perfume is more delicious, more subtle, more sophisticated, and it make it more caramelized for my body senses because of this praline that make it smells like almondish type. That's added for a sweetness of this type of perfume. I do love it, and with the help of the cocoa that smells like a very seductive bittersweet gourmand with this perfume, perfect for date night or for night out with friends and loved ones, with boyfriend or husband. But yes, this is really good. I'm in love with this stiletto. I admit I'm in love. It's a confessions. I in love with the bottle, the presentations of the bottle itself. I'm more in love with the presentations of the bottle than the perfume, but I find this very attractive in the nighttime. So for our third one, I think, oh, do I still have a third one? Let me just check this. Alrighty, second one. No. Oh yeah. Because in my three and my number one, let me grab first our third one, which is this one. I'm not pretty sure why I put this. I just realized it's, for me, this is, it smells like with the open of a heavy warm honey. It has this honey in the nose that I find it to my body senses or my body chemistry. That's the first one that I detect, that I find it lovely. You know, when you are eating a pancake and you just scrape this honey with a pancake that is very warm, that's a smell that it come out to me. It's very warmy, it's very sophisticated, very nice. It's very impressive. It has a longevity that long lasts for hours, and this is the type of perfume that I would love to have it, because you don't need to bring your bottles with you, especially if you're gonna go out. You don't need to top up, you don't need to respray. If you just want to respray it as a refreshing, that's good. But this one really good with comes to longevity and performance of the perfume itself. So for our second one, which is one of my favorite, the Lavender Trianon by Lancome exclusive. Unfortunately, it's just very sad that this very wonderful type of perfume that was discontinued, very gorgeous perfume that I wish they didn't, because it has this performance that's very nice, a creamy vanilla that reminds me when you're cooking a cookies that's coming out from the oven, that has this sweetness of vanilla and ingredients of lavender and milk. That's the exactly senses that I smell in this type of perfume, and with the longevity that it long lasts for 10 hours. I do love everything with the packaging, with the perfume, with the presentations, with the bottle itself. I do love everything with this perfume. I had no words for this. I have no words. I wish they put it back, or they put it back in the market, this type of perfume, because it's a very wonderful type of perfume. So for my next one, which is my number one, Thai. So I have three. So ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. I have to it's automatic sensory. That's, I hate it sometimes with this camera, but I do love this camera. Sometimes the only problem, because it's an auto sensor, it's just came in different way. But anyway, I have a three perfume that's, I find it, can't live without it with my collections, which is, let's start it with my Montguerlain. Who doesn't love this Montguerlain? It's very creamy opening of vanilla scents for me. I just smelled this yesterday. I resprayed all over in my body. This is perfect with additional scents of a lavender. I'm a fan of lavender and coumarin. This coumarin helps the lavender itself to smell sweet and caramelize with the perfume, that I find it very beautiful type of perfume that it's sophisticated, bossy type of perfume that if you're a boss, this is perfect for you. Perfect. I think it's a versatile that you can wear it from the summer throughout the winter. It's very wonderful type of perfume. So my second one, which is for my top one, which is I have three in here. Three in here, but within the three, my third one is Montguerlain. My second one is this Lavelle, which is for me, this is has the best performance among all of my perfume, with the opening of a pear that's very deep and thick, and also vanilla itself. I too love this. My husband in love with this perfume. He rated this as his top one sweet gourmand perfume that has a lasting power until the 2 days. For my body chemistry, ladies and gentlemen, for my body chemistry, it long lasts 40 hours, but when you spray it to your clothes, perfect. It long lasts until the couple of days. And the long lasting power of this perfume, nothing more can say about it. It's as the same as a Montguerlain. However, I always love this. It has an impact to me every time I spray this one. But my number one that I always looking forward to have it, it's by Juliet Hazagan, that I find the best gourmand that I have it ever. This for me is the groundbreaking of everything, like a groundbreaking of my perfume. Yeah, it has this groundbreaking that I haven't smelled in the other perfume that I have it in my collections. And it's really good because this smell like it was so delicious, it was so creamy. The vanilla itself, the raspberry, the caramel that they combine it here, that once you smell it, you cannot resist to smell it all the time. You cannot resist to spray it to your body. That has an impact like a fruity cake, that very fluffy, very smells creamy. These ingredients of the raspberry, vanilla, and creamy caramel, oh, it's heaven. That's all I can say. And if I have one perfume that I will be choosing with this, all of my perfume, this is the number one that I can keep it for life. So I hope you like this type of review. So if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell so you will be notified every week of my video upload. So if you enjoy this, please do comment, share, and like with your families and friends. And have a great and wonderful day, guys, and be safe everyone, and bye for now. See you soon. Bye, guys.